Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you manage projects, you know the deal, right? The pressure's always on to deliver on time, on budget. But what if we're aiming for something bigger? Today, we're diving into the P5 standard. It's a framework that's not just about managing risks, but about actively unlocking the complete, sustainable potential of every single project you touch.
So let me ask you something. You know how it is, we get so focused on the immediate deliverables that we can totally miss the bigger picture. Is our work, accidentally causing some environmental harm? Are we just walking right past some amazing chances to create positive social value? These are the kinds of hidden factors that can truly make or break a project's real success.
So, how do you actually see all this hidden stuff? Well, the answer is a tool called the P5 Impact Analysis, or P5IA for short. The best way to think about it is like getting a new lens for your project, one that lets you see and manage all these crucial sustainability impacts with total clarity.
Okay, so what is it really? At its heart, the P5IA is a formal process. It's designed to help you identify, define, and this is the most important part, prioritize a project's sustainability impacts. It's not just about making some long list. Nope, it's about figuring out what really matters so you can actually do something about it.
And this really gets to the why. Why even bother? Well, a P5IA isn't just more paperwork. It has three super clear goals. First, it helps improve the benefits you were already expecting from the project. Second, it's all about tipping the scales in the right direction, cranking up the positive impacts while shutting down the negative ones. And finally, and this is a big one, it connects what you're doing right back to your organization's bigger sustainability mission.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how does this work in the real world?
Let's roll up our sleeves and see how you can actually put a P5 impact analysis to work on your own projects. And here's the best part. This isn't some super complicated academic process that you need a PhD to understand. It's actually a pretty straightforward, logical process that makes a ton of sense. It's all broken down into 5 clear steps. What's really brilliant here is how these steps just build on each other. You start simple. Just identify potential events that could happen. Then, you dig a little deeper and describe their potential sustainability impacts. Step 3 is where you rate them. And this is key, because it forces you to prioritize. Then you get to the action part. What are you going to do about it? And that last step, re-rating, that's your instant reality check. It shows you right away if your plan is actually going to work. And this is the ultimate payoff. As the source material puts it, this process gives you actionable information. That's the key phrase. It's not just data, it's leverage. It gives you, the project manager, the power to walk into a room and say, hey, we need to make this change, and here's exactly why it's the right thing to do, socially, environmentally, and fiscally. Okay, so you've done this great analysis. Now what? You don't just file it away and forget about it. This P5IA is not a one-and-done task. It's literally the foundational building block for your project's entire sustainability strategy. That analysis you did, it feeds right into something called a Sustainability Management Plan, or SMP. Think of the SMP as your official game plan. It's the document that spells out exactly how your project is going to handle all things sustainability, from day one to the very end. So when you peek inside a solid SMP, you'll see all the stuff you'd expect, right? The purpose and approach, roles and budget, KPIs for measuring success. But look at what's sitting right there in the middle, highlighted as the absolute foundation for the entire plan, the P5 impact analysis. Everything else, who does what, how you measure it, how you report on it, is all built on the smart insights you got from that initial analysis. All right, let's zoom out a bit. How does all this stuff fit together across the entire life of a typical project? We're talking from that first spark of an idea all the way through to the final wrap-up. This timeline lays it all out beautifully. Early on in the discovery phase, that's when you create your P5 impact analysis. Then, when you move into planning, you use that analysis as the blueprint for your sustainability management plan. During the execution phase, when the work is actually getting done, those P5 IR ratings become a normal part of your project status reporting. And finally, when you get to closure, everything you've learned informs your lessons learned, making sure the next project is even better. Okay, so let's bring it all home. What does all this add up to? When you put these pieces together, it's actually a fundamental shift, a totally different way of thinking about the goal of project management itself. It moves you from playing defense to playing offense. Instead of just reacting to risks as they pop up and constantly putting out fires, you're now in a proactive mindset. You're actively hunting for opportunities to create real, tangible value: environmental, social, and economic value. You're not just managing a project anymore. You're steering it towards its maximum positive impact. So here's the one thing I really want you to take away from all this. Every project, every single one, has potential that goes way beyond its immediate checklist of tasks. The P5 framework gives you the practical tools to see it, to plan for it, and to actually achieve it. And that really just leaves one final question for you to think about. What is the full potential that your next project is waiting to unlock?